con poder ahora sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metido y se quita la cuerda, lo lastimó y lo tumbó, señores. Puede ser todo, y es todo por la vía del knockout, knockout. La victoria para Saúl Álvarez.
Now you put on this performance. Where do you think you are, and what are you looking at?
I mean, I think it's an easy question. I think everybody wants to see me against Canello, right? So,
and you can't get into Canello's mind, but what do you think his assessment would be after seeing you fight tonight?
I don't know. I don't really care what his assessment is, but you know they keep putting these contenders in front of me. You know, my last fight was a WBC title eliminator. That's why I'm here holding my belts. You know, they need to give me the opportunity. You know, I'll go through anybody, whoever they want me to go through. The big Charlo want to get it too.
So Charlo would be the alternative?
He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy. That's why.
What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Smash the like button. Oh man, I told you I was gonna come back most likely with a twofer, 2 a days, because this boxing game is real easy for me. So I gotta find new ways to challenge myself. So we doing a 2 a day, just because I gotta find challenges in this game. This stuff is not challenging for me right now. So, what's up? Shout out to my man Spo. He was the first person in the dough. Appreciate you for being first. Bro, it's like a global meltdown with the Canello fan. This is so crazy. This is super crazy, but we'll get started in a second. The Canello fans, they having a total meltdown. Britney Spears. This is super crazy. They having a Britney Spears meltdown, bro. Right before your eyes. Everybody come in and smash the like button. YouTube is hating, but it don't matter. I'm the algorithm assassin. Listen, I'm the algorithm assassin. We doing 2 days. This boxing game is easy for me. So we doing the 2 a day. I told you I'll come back a second stream. West Side. Tomorrow, we're doing the Charlo watch party. Castano, Boots, Ennis. We back to business and we all live in it. Man, Ego out here grinding. Absolutely. I'm doing it for the sport. We doing it for the glory. This time's for the money. My man said he's smoking that. Bro, we smoking that Nello pack still. I don't even smoke, but I'm gonna make an exception. Listen, I don't even smoke, but we smoking that Nello pack. Hey, you want some of this? I don't play that it don't fit a bust a cap on the nigga. We smoking that Nello pack. Bro. We putting that ginger pack up in the air. Bro, there's my guy. Come on, Oz. Bro, we spoke of that. We spoke of that sativa Nello pack, that ginger pack with the red hairs. Whatever the boy Cassidy said, the wee fluffy plus got red hair like Peggy Bundy. Man, we smoking that Nello pack. Hey, shout out to King Grayson. We up that Canello pack. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Hey, we got $2 from Kamal Oz. I'm up that Nello pack. Bro, we smoking that Nello pack. Hey, listen. Put one in the air for that Nello. Margarito and Zurdo going in, exposing Canello. Shout out to Kamal. We back. Bro, check out the new Kendrick Lamar album. Listen, I'm destroying everything you love. I told you I was coming. Smoking on top fives. Bro, listen, I'm that guy. I'm smoking on top fives. Bro, I'm smoking on your top five. I'm the best ever. There's no one that can match me. My style is petty with my defenses and praise. I'm just ferocious. I want his heart. I want to eat his kids. Praise be Allah. Bro, smoking on top fives. Man, the Canelo fans, it's like, it's crazy. They want to fast forward. It's like you begged your parents to get on this ride. You waited until you was 13 so you could meet the height requirements. Now you on the ride and the ride is too scary. Now the roller coaster getting too scary. Listen, I said these other dudes ain't near me. Now when the roller coaster doing all these twists and turns, they acting scary. They acting scary. Now they want to get off the ride. Smoking on top fives. Quest X, he been killing y'all for a minute. He said, brother Nello fans called us Wilder fans fanatics. Not only did they do that, they have a lot of like, just basically homosexual innuendos. If you like Wilder, they'll attribute it to some type of romance or you sucking on Wilder or this and blah, blah, blah. So I know what you're talking about. But these dudes out here having nervous breakdowns. Their cinnamon strawberry headed He-Man got clipped. Bro, I try to tell y'all, some of y'all, not you specifically, Quest, but some of y'all didn't understand the implications of this fight. Bro, my watch time is through the roof. My audience retention is through the roof. Shout out to Dre Ward. Dre Ward was cooking. Videos coming soon. And now I'm smoking on top five, right? Now we smoking on top fives, and the Canelo fans is begging for mercy. They saying, hey, don't talk about Canelo. Nah, we not doing it. See, bro, I told you when I came in the game, we doing doghouse rules. Doghouse, unlimited rounds. Doghouse, you gonna get this verbal sparring session. Doghouse rules. I'm gonna give it to you how you want. Burger King, you can have it your way. We doing doghouse rules. You guys started this, bro, for years. The last 6 to 8 years, the Canelo man fans have run amok throughout boxing, making boxing, some of them racist, some of them just ignorant and not showing and paying true homage to the sport and respecting all fighters equally. And then now, one time, it didn't go Canelo's way, and they want to fast forward the movie. We reading the book, and they want to skip the chapter. They want to return the book back to the library. Nah, we gonna keep this book. We gonna finish this book. Yeah, we finishing it. I put a bookmark just so I don't forget my thoughts. Listen, y'all talk to look smart. We not going on to the next novel. I saved my spot. I left a bookmark. I said, listen, old media, the man fans, they wear glasses and just talk to look smart. We not finishing this book. I left a bookmark. Bro, I saved my spot. So each time I get on here, I remember what I covered, what I still need to cover. We bookmarking this. So let's talk about it. The Canelo man fans are losing their mind because they know everything that they perpetuated for the last several years. That's out the window. All the stuff, listen, everything starts from now. Ain't no one man above the crew. You know that Wrecking Crew. What movie is that from? Adrian said they clowned Deontay Wilder having depression, but you have Canelo out here drinking and gambling. It's ugly, bro. Doghouse rules. Listen, I believe in equality. We gonna keep it even Steven. Shout out to Edward. He know his movies. He spelled it wrong, but I know what you was talking about. There we go. Nah, we gonna stay on this. Bro, Canelo lost. Get over it. Not only did he lost in the worst way possible. The worst way imaginable, fathomable. You understand that? Yeah, we doing it even Steven. I'm in the Bay sipping on that Earl Stevens. Listen. The whole time Canelo had things going his way, the Canelo fans, they was puffing their chest out and like, oh, Canelo's invincible. I always say it, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. This was literally a blunder and a dog sandwich. And now y'all got to eat it. Canelo been feeding you dog and you now you got to eat the dog sandwich. This is what you ordered. I'm giving you what you ordered. I'm going to give it to you how you want. Now y'all got to eat that dog sandwich. Eat it. Enjoy it. This is what you ordered. Would you go to a restaurant and order a dog sandwich? And then when the waiter comes at him and then the smell on the plate, you know, they lift the metal, I forgot what that thing's called, but he lift the little metal part and it exposes the platter and you see it and it's pungent, punchy smells. That's what you ordered. You ordered a dog sandwich. So now you got it. And far be it from me to not give you what you ordered. So Canelo, you didn't eat the meat. That's why you getting slaughtered. You spend all that time golfing and doing coloring books with your daughter. Listen, listen. I said I'm Dr. Pepper. I'm a waiter. I'm giving you what you ordered. Canelo went golfing, spending all that time doing coloring books with his daughter. Now it's the time for the ginger to get slaughtered. That's a bar. Now it's time to get slaughtered, bro. You play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. In the words of Deontay Wilder, the manifestation have started. Keep talking about Canelo. Oh, don't worry, I will. All press is good press. Bro, he looks depressed. What are you talking about? He said all press is good press, but he at the poker table drinking. He looked depressed. Bro, block him. Boxing is already currently owned by whites and Latinos. I don't even know what he's talking about. Remove him from the chat. Off with his head. Bro, he's just saying whatever. He said boxing is already owned by whites and Latinos. What? Bro, where did that come from? Bro, oh, remove him from the chat. Bro, I told you that Canelo, and they keep coming back for the more slaughter. When they hate, donate. That's all y'all gotta do. Man, we ain't got no shooter. Oh man, my boy Adrian. Hold on, we got a lot of stuff happening all at once. When they hate, donate. Bam, rockabye, baby. Okay, please get your claps up. Adrian is a channel member again, so much love to him. When they hate, donate. Quest X sent a super chat again. Shout out to him. His comment says Canelo out here acting like Ray Liotta. He said Ray Liotta and Goodfellas in the final act, stressed, pressed, and confused. And he's gonna start ratting. Bro, you guys have allowed Canelo to literally, with no mercy, do whatever he wanted. In the words of my guy, Errol Spence Jr., tables turn. That's what listen, I'm just being real. I think what is hurting the Canelo fans, the man fans so much is tables turn, and literally everything that Canelo Alvarez has stood for in boxing, every statement that was made, every talking point, every comparison, every basically accolade is now drawn into question. For example, people were saying and suggesting, not me, because I know boxing and I wouldn't disrespect the true Mexican legends who the guys from yesteryear that never did any of what Canelo is doing and literally fought the best, fought their hearts out. You know what I mean? But you had people in boxing media, the Canelo fans, the Chupapi Muñeños, they were literally suggesting that Canelo was the best fighter that Mexico has ever seen. You gotta be kidding. Listen, y'all PUSSY, cause you gotta be kidding. That's a bar. I said you gotta be kidding. Oh my gosh, that's a bar. Bro, the best fighter out of Mexico ever. So he just trumps Salvador Sanchez like that, huh? He just trumps Julio Cesar Chavez, Marquez, Barrera, Morales. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? But this is what you guys, this is the monster you created. And bro, name a legend. The way you say it in Spanish is leyenda. Name a Mexican leyenda that their career, they got to pick everybody that they wanted to fight. They didn't listen to the public and they was out golfing, talking about no golf, no life. Name the Mexican dude that was in their heyday. That's what they was doing. Please tell me who that person was. Name somebody who's revered from Mexico as a legend, and that's their stamp. See, I really feel that's what's hurting the Canelo fans, the man fans so much, is Canelo, he became a diva, and I think he the money and different things, he started moving how he wanted, and then it came back to bite him in the butt. It's really that simple. And you trusted a team that just couldn't get it done. Hey, the money keep coming in. Shout out to everybody for supporting the channel. Lancelot Thomas, $10. Much love. He said if Canelo was really chasing history, he would have fought the Charlos back at junior middle, 154. He would have fought Demetrius Andrade at 160. Oh, I love this guy. Pause. Rematch Lada, Benavidez at 68. He ducked the best looking to rack up title belt. Exactly. And the Canelo man fans fell for it. Bro, he fought, look at, like literally. If you look at the welterweight picture, the last remaining guys with belts, Lancelot was cooking. Yeah, listen, he got to get some fire. That was fire. Set your ass on fire. That was fire, bro. See, we have a real boxing community, real people who respect the sport of boxing. So just to put this in perspective, and I promise if you lie to the king of boxing talk, you will be removed. Let's play the truth game. All you got to do is tell the truth. Tell the truth. Right? All right, Pete. The last two guys with belts in the welterweight division, as of me, Boxing Ego, recording this video, it's Errol Spence Jr. Hey, stop that cat, man there. And Terrence Bud Crawford. So I don't know what's going to happen. But if they fight each other, then the winner of that becomes undisputed at welterweight. And the way I rate Errol Spence Jr., the way I rate Terrence Bud Crawford, the way I respect those two brothers in what they do, they've been kicking ass and taking names. Kamal, I'm gonna get to you in 1 second, but I gotta finish this point. They've been kicking butts and taking names. So actually, I'll save my question. Let me get to Kamal real quick because I'm going to ask you the question. I don't want it to get lost in the sauce. Canello has made a career. This one is coming from Kamal Oz, $10. Canello has made a career of being the Goliath fighting Davids. At 54, he fought unranked welterweights like Ryan Rhodes, Matthew Hatton, Jose Cito Lopez. He fought Amir Khan at 155, who just retired. And now when the shoe's on the other foot, it's a problem. Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. We're having real boxing dialogue with real, bro. Ego's Army is out here cooking. At Lancelot, Kamal, they cooking. Quest X, they cooking. So let me get this point off. So let me expedite it before the next thing pop off, because you never know in my chat what's gonna pop off. Hey, I'll be at the club when it pop off, nigga. Yeah, you don't know when it's gonna pop. I'm like 50. You don't know when it's gonna pop off. Hey, something special. Look, if Errol fight Terrence Crawford, winner's undisputed. Name somebody that Canelo fought that ranks as high as that undisputed. Let me simplify it, because maybe I didn't say it the best way. If Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight, the winner will become undisputed. Now, match that with what Canelo did at super middleweight and tell me that is the equivalent final boss. All you got to do is tell the truth. Is what Canelo did to become undisputed at super middleweight equivalent to what Errol Spence has done respectively and what Terrence Crawford has done respectively, and them fighting each other as the final boss? You mean to tell me that at any point in super middleweight, all the fights he had to go through that type of smoke that they did individually, respectively, and then the winner will have to have went through that collectively? Tell me that Canelo went through something as daunting as Spence versus Crawford to become undisputed. Please explain that. Let's vote. I don't care about Ring Magazine. I don't care about Jet Magazine, Ebony, TV Guide. I don't care what no magazine is saying. I'm here to talk what I'm talking. And y'all ain't gonna back me off that pivot. Bro, y'all care about what a magazine or what Eddie Herndon told you. I don't care about no magazine, Double XL. I don't care about none of that. Y'all going off of who has a belt and who is ranked and all that. And with a lot of those situations, it's more than meets the eye, especially, you know how crooked boxing is. For example, they was trying to rob Dimitri Bivol. The card showed you that. So why would I care about deadline writers in pocket, some of them racist, and we know they racist, right? Voting to put someone on the list. Bro, they got 18 Japanese fighters on the list. Dope. Where's Shakur? Where's Gervonta Davis? Why is there only one PBC fighter on the whole list? Why is there no more than 2 black fighters on the list at any given time since Floyd retired? So I don't care about no list. Answer the question. Hold on, let Quest X cook. Let him get some. Listen, Eagles Army, y'all want some? Come get some. Quest X got something to say. He said one more thing. Yeah, I'm being petty, but I bet you when you walk in the Canelo gym, they offer you some tea. Oh, wow. And some, he said and Mexican beef stew. So he's taking it a whole different angle about there's people that have failed drug tests. That's basically what he's saying. Which is a fact. Bro, you have ESPN, you have a guy, he's arguing with David Fetelson and saying that Canelo's still pound for pound. Bro, get off that. He said got the fit. Hey, y'all tripping in the chat though. Listen, how you got ESPN arguing Canelo's pound? Like, bro, do you understand? Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Do you understand how racist some of these dudes are in boxing? Shakur Stevenson dominates a Mexican-American fighter, Oscar Valdez. And you literally have people voting saying, hey, man, even though you're black and Rican and you just dominated a guy we thought could knock you out in Oscar Valdez, we still ain't putting you on the Ring Magazine list. Even though the winner of Shakur Stevenson Valdez earned and won the Ring Magazine, we still ain't putting you on the Ring Magazine top 10 list. F you. Yet you have a fighter, a Mexican fighter out of Guadalajara, Mexico, and he was, by the consensus, he was rated the number one in all of boxing. Based on his ranking, if you had him number one, he did not perform on said night. The guy he hand selected, Dimitri Bivol, he did not perform like a number one pound for pound that you would expect. Stas says $2. Appreciate you. Canello fans are the epitome of bandwagon fans. That's why we're exposing it. Shout out to Taz MC. Appreciate both of y'all. $20. No message. I don't know if you meant to write a message, but you can leave. You know, if you got a message saying it didn't come through, I'll read it. I'll remember your name. Shout out to for the $20 and the $2 Cash App. It's magic, y'all. Bro, so explain, he said Canelo was exposed. Facts. So explain how you have a Mexican fighter, Canelo Alvarez, who the consensus was he was number one pound for pound. He performed horribly, winning no more than 2 rounds. 3 if you got the luck of the Irish or something. 2 rounds. That's not, it don't matter who you, bro. If LeBron James went to the finals and scored 2 points in a game, like a game they were about to get swept, and he scored, he gonna get roasted. If Kobe Bryant was in the playoffs or finals with the Denver Nuggets or the Celtics, and he scored 2 points, you know, in the course of 4 quarters, he would get roasted. Point blank, period. You cannot, there's a saying, heavy is the head that holds the crown. You are supposed to be the man. You have to perform. Mayweather performed, and some of Canelo's racist fans say that Mayweather cherry picked. Okay, then why didn't he lose? Because on any given night, you can lose. So why didn't Floyd lose for 20 years? How come Andre Ward didn't lose since he was 12? But Canelo, I could think of 4 or 5 fights where he really lost. But yet and still, ESPN, you have ESPN broadcasters and anchors, they still trying to keep Canelo up there. Oh, but he got his belts at 168. Why he didn't fight at 168? No one told him to go to 175. Bro, I'm going to thrash Canelo until you just going to see red hair clippings on the ground. It does not end here. I promise you, because look at what the fraternity of boxing is doing. Look at what old media is trying to do. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Nobody told Canelo either time to fight at 175. Nobody. That's something he chose to do. So you live with that. You live by the sword, die by the sword. And that's what it is. You gonna live by the sword and die by the sword out this mother. Shout out to Kamal Oz again. $2. He said Canelo wants the rewards but no responsibility. It doesn't work like that. That's absolutely correct. His fans want it like that too. It does not work like that. Heavy is the head that holds the crown. If you the king and God Nello and King Nello and all this stuff, pound for pound, number one, greatest fighter out of Mexico, guess what? In any of his defeats, Juan Manuel Marquez didn't really look like that. His worst fight might have been, I don't know, Chris John or somebody. And that was before he was really Marquez for real. Bro, you King Nello and all that, then you got to deal with this King Nello criticism because you looked horrible. And Canelo tried it, and his fans went along with it. You getting destroyed, bro. I promise you. You try to laugh Demetrius Andrade out of the room, say, hey, get the out. You're a horrible fighter, horrible.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Payday. You want payday. I know that.
Bro, Pacquiao 40-something lost clearly to Ugas. I don't think he looked like discouraged as much out of answers. And he's 42 years old or whatever he was. Bro, the Canelo man, so look, someone just got blocked. Bro, they putting fake pictures of black people. Bro, see, that's the other trick. Listen, I've been on YouTube so long. So some of the racists, what they do is really weird stuff, people. It's really weird stuff. So notice his first comment was Andrade's a terrible fighter, but he's still undefeated. Canelo, he got like 5 losses. So this is not even that surprising. So anyway, that's what some of the racists do. It's like a sickness. I don't know. Canelo looked bad? Is that a question? For real? Bro, he looked bad. Bro, sometimes they come in and they have pictures of random black people, and then they saying like whatever they want, and you know it's not a real black person. It's just weird. 2 loses, you racist. What does that even mean? I don't even. 2 loses, you racist. So I'm racist because Canelo lost. You're the racist, bro. That's not even an English sentence. 2 loses, you racist. What are you talking about? All right, hold on. I'll give you a link right now, and then you can come on. You have to show your face and show your dirty room and let me know why I'm racist because Canelo got 2 losses. Bro, bro, I told you the Canelo man fan, they drowning. They drown. They just saying whatever, bro. I'm racist because Canelo got whooped. Now, how does that make any sense? So when Erickson Lubin got knocked out and I said, man, that was a bad knockout. He gonna need some rest. I wasn't racist then. I'm only racist when a Mexican fighter with red hair and freckles, who y'all say was pound for pound number 1. You remember? Canelo, pound for pound, right? That I'm only racist when I talk about him losing. He said Canelo 2 losses, I'm racist. Okay. So BoxRec is racist too, because you go to his BoxRec and it said 2 losses, just like I'm saying. Bro, this is the other thing. Oh my God, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Can y'all get the likes up? Listen, I'm holding my own, but they coming for me. They coming for me with all this madness. Bro, Canelo got beat up. See, there's the thing is, he said they gonna cry in the car. Bro, whatever. Are we just gonna keep cooking? Bro, listen to the thing. Here's the thing about it. Boxing is not, listen to me, people. Boxing, shout out to Vietnam. What's up, Vinny? Listen to me. Boxing is not equal. Now, I know that sounds confusing. And some people are like, oh, the PC police. Boxing is not equal. Let me explain. I'm not saying boxing is like there's a superior race or gender. I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying women shouldn't get paid. That's not what I'm talking about. Not in those terms. We're not talking about that. But boxing is not equal, meaning everything is basically a case by case basis, right? So if fighter A loses and fighter B loses, a loss is a loss. But fighter A losing could have been based on politics. and the guy really, or the girl shouldn't have lost. Fighter B got whooped. So therefore, there's no equality. There's not, you can't just, some people in boxing, it's like they have one brain cell, low IQs, low brows, and they try to make these connections and correlations. Oh, you said Andre Ward beat Kovalev, so why are you saying this about Canelo? Like, what does that have to, what does Andre Ward Kovalev got to do with how Canelo looked versus Bivol? Those aren't the same fights. That's what I'm talking about, right? Or, like, for example, you got guys that'll come in the comment section and say, Ego, you're racist. How come? Because you picked Errol Spence to beat Mikey Garcia. Go look at those videos. When Errol Spence was finna fight Mikey Garcia, there were people calling me racist because I was confident. I told you, Shakur versus Valdez is one of my easiest fight predictions since Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence. So I never thought Mikey should be calling out Errol Spence. But then when the fight manifested, I understood it because Mikey would not stop saying the man's name and saying he wanted to fight Errol. So you want it, now you got it. But from a boxing perspective, just like Canelo, nobody told the Mexican-American fighter Mikey Garcia to bark up that Errol Spence bark tree. That's something he just randomly came out with. But when the fight was announced, I knew how that was going to play out. And I confidently told you I could be wrong, but I could also be very right. People said that, oh, Ego, you're racist. Why? Because you're picking Errol Spence. Of course you pick Errol Spence. But then I went to the fight and I was ringside in the AT&T Stadium. And as predicted, Errol Spence beat the out of Mikey Garcia, and it was one-sided. So how am I racist when everything that I said was going to happen happened? So who's really the racist? You get what I'm saying? People just loosely throw stupidity out there. I gave Mikey like no rounds, bro, and he almost got stopped in the 9th round. That was a very easy fight for me to predict. Same thing with Shakur. People, oh, you're racist. Of course you're gonna pick Shakur. No. I'm picking Shakur because he's an Olympian, just like Valdez, but Shakur is sharper. Then they fight. Exactly what I said was gonna happen. So once again, in this lifetime, this is why you should never F people. Don't worry about what other people feel about you, because a lot of times what people will do, and I'll get these super chats in a second. A lot of times what people do, they project. A lot of people, they act as if like a mirror. The mirror shows the reflection. So when they spew all this venom and vitriol and ego, you racist, it's because usually that's how they think. Oh, Ego, you're ignorant, you're racist, you hate Mexicans, you hate this, you hate blah, 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 blah. This is how they think. I'm telling you what happens in the fight. I ain't say nothing about Mikey's family. I ain't say nothing about whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I mean? Mikey put a Donkey Kong thing, and then people, me picking Errol Spence somehow becomes wrong. Mikey puts up a Donkey Kong picture and said, hey, this you Broner or something like that. And you know, for some reason, I'm racist because I picked him to lose. Yo, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Stas, how many losses does Canelo have in your opinion? 3 or 4? I don't know. I'd have to add them up. It would be Lada, Mayweather, of course, Bivol, Triple G 1. Yeah, that's it. I didn't think he lost the second Triple G fight. 4. Canelo should have 4 losses, in my opinion. I didn't give Triple G the second fight. I don't think he won that. Triple G got off to a slow start. Nah, I don't think he lost Trout. I don't think Trout won either. I didn't see that. But I thought the open scoring was garbage with the Trout fight because they had him robbed, though. They had Trout robbed. It was a competitive fight, and then they told Trout, oh, you need a knockout to win because the judges gave Canelo every round. And I'm like, huh? This is a competitive fight. How did Canelo win every round? So Trout got aggressive, and he ended up getting clipped and did a stanky leg that everyone talks about. but that was only because of that stupid open scoring in Texas. We got another $5. Myron Dinar. DAZN's so mad that Bevo didn't take a dive, they refusing to pay him. Old media pound for pound fighters always lose to people they supposed to beat, like Canello and Loma. Word. Listen, I'm trying to catch up. Marlanius76. Spence turned Mikey into a used car salesman. But listen, Mikey Garcia, Mexican-American from Oxnard, Canello, Mexican fighter from Guadalajara, Mexico, they have a similarity in this. They both fluctuated their weight when nobody was really asking them to do that. I personally want to see Mikey versus Lomachenko, but his relationship with Bob Arum is not the best, so the fight didn't manifest. But I could have settled for Mikey staying at 140. It was Mikey who kept saying, I see something. And he kept saying that. And then you can't keep calling out a man. And then the networks is like, okay, we see something. Dollar signs. Black fighter, Mexican fighter. Both of y'all got a name. AT&T Stadium. So then you made the networks see something. And they said, all right, run it. And then you seen what happened. Errol Spence seen something. He seen a victory. Same with Canelo. Nobody told Canelo, bro, all this crybaby, oh, he was too small. F you. Go F yourself. Nobody told Canelo to keep fighting at 175 or whatever. Bro, you know what's funny? You know what's real? Hold on. You know what's funny, people? The Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, there's no accountability, right? The Canelo man fans don't realize that they are responsible. They're more, it's funny. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. That's all I need y'all to do. And get the likes up. Shout out to Jers. Bro, y'all got to hear me out. All right. The Canelo fans, because I'm giving fair assessment of Canelo and they don't want to hear it, I'll be labeled as the Canelo hater, right? They say, oh, you hate Canelo and all this, that. But the funny thing is, based on how you act and your affinity to Canelo, you actually cause Canelo more problems than I ever have. Let me explain. Here's why. If anybody, like, it got to be someone who's a regular. It got to be someone who's been on my channel for a minute. What fight did I want to see Canelo fight? Hold on, I'll simplify it. What deal did I tell you, for anybody who watched my channel for a year or better, what deal did I tell you was the better deal for Canelo to take? PBC Showtime deal or DAZN deal? I'll let the fans answer. Because y'all be like, oh, you're tooting your own horn. No. Listen, Canelo was in a bidding war. He could have went to Showtime, PBC, or he could have went to DAZN. What did I on my channel, before he actually made a pick, what deal did I tell you guys that Canelo should take? Okay, correct. Everybody is saying, Ego, you've been saying it forever, that he should have went to PBC. But the dummy Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, they say, you were wrong. He didn't take that deal. And guess what? They were right. He didn't take the PBC deal. So that's what I'm saying. The Canelo fans are so stupid that you created this monster. I told you I wanted to see Canelo back on Showtime. Not because I have a personal anything, but he just did good business with Showtime. He just knocked out Caleb Plant. They sold almost $1 million. It did an $18 million gate. Al Heyman, Showtime, Steven Espinoza, they have a working relationship with Canelo. HBO's gone, so they're not even in boxing. So there's nobody who has had more success that is currently operating in boxing. There's no one that's had more success with Canelo that's currently operating in boxing than Showtime. So I told you he should have took that deal. So once again, the Canelo fans are so stupid that they were happy that he didn't take the deal because there were ulterior motives. There was a narrative. A lot of them are racist. A lot of them didn't want to see him with Al Heyman or Steven Espinoza or Showtime. So they were actually happy he didn't take the deal. So you see, the Canelo fans, you created this. If Canelo would have listened to Ego, then you would have been fighting Charlo on Showtime. And then if you got past that, which some people said you would, then you could have fought Arrow at a catchweight or Benavidez. That's Canelo's bad. Why would I now have mercy for him because he's saying he's too small? You the maniac that took that deal. This is all Canelo's fault. It's all his fans' fault. It's Eddie Reynoso's fault. It's Eddie Hearn's fault. Just blame all the Eddies. Eddie Hearn, Reynoso, Eddie Murphy, anybody, Eddie Munster, right? Ed McMahon, is all their fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. If Canelo would have listened to his daddy, Boxing Ego, he would have been over there with PBC and you would have been fighting Charlo in a bigger fight for more money guaranteed, for more money on the back end, right? I didn't pay for the DAZN. Y'all paid for it. I would pay for Charlo Canelo out my own money. I made y'all pay for the Canelo DAZN fight because I told you I wasn't paying for that. Yeah, blame Eddie Winslow too. It's his fault. Eddie and Carl Winslow. So this is what I keep saying of the Canelo fans created the monster. Ego, y'all saying I'm the Canelo hater. Listen, I'm the realest that you've ever seen. Because if I was a hater, I would have done like y'all idiots and steered him in the wrong direction where he made less money and ended up getting beat by Bevo. I wasn't telling him to take that deal. If you listen to all my videos are still up. The videos are still up. If you listen to all my content, I told you what deal Canelo should have took. So this is 1000% the brainchild of him and his manager and trainer, Eddie Reynoso and Eddie Hearn. So my thing is this. Now there's no mercy. You made your bed. You got to lie in it. Shout out to Fatal. Shout out to my man Fatal. Yeah, blame Edward Scissorhand, Eddie Chambers. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Blame all the Eddies. Bro, you made your bed. Now you got to lay in it. This is your fault. People are like, oh, he dared to be great. Bro, he signed the contract and he hand selected Bevo because he thought it was sweet. You could have went a whole different direction, which me not being a yes man like the Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, right? I was telling him he made the wrong choice. So again, if he listened to me, you could have stayed your ass at 168 and you could have fought Charlo, who's not fighting at a 168. And you would have made more money and it would have been a bigger fight. We all know that. So this is the stupidity of Canelo. He tried to game the system. He said, Mr. Ed, facts. Canelo tried to game the system and strategically plot and move around. I'm doing a watch party tomorrow for sure. 6 p.m. around 6 p.m. And he's tried to strategically move. Bro, he had options. I can understand that nobody wants you and you just got a call and you need to feed your family. Then you're going to take whatever. That's not Canelo's positioning. So I'm not going to now take it easy and baby Canelo like he did something that no other fighter's doing. A journeyman dared to be great. What is dared to be great? What does that even mean? He dared to be great for what? Bro, if you look at all of his DAZN fights, 95% of the guys were bigger than him. 95% of them. I mean, do I have to go down the list? Danny Jacobs was bigger than him. Like, I'm not y'all talking about weight classes. I'm just talking about when they take pictures, who's bigger. Listen. Bro. Let's play the game. I play for keeps. That's why I'm cooking these Canelo fans. Since Canelo has been on DAZN, every single opponent he has faced. When is the last time he even faced someone that he was looking eye to eye with? Mayweather? Cotto? I mean, who? Look at all of his DAZN fights and tell me what dude wasn't bigger than him. Don't just tell me about the weight classes. I'm talking about when they did the face-off, Canelo was looking down on him. Who? He fought Rocky Fielding. He looked way bigger than him. Danny Jacobs, bigger than him. Who else he fight? Who else he fight on DAZN? Caleb Smith, he like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". Way bigger than him. Who else? No, we just talking about DAZN. Just his DAZN career. Rocky Fielding, Caleb Smith, Jacobs, Kovalev. These are his DAZN fights. Who else did he fight on DAZN? Oh, Avni Yildirim was bigger. Bro, everybody he fought was bigger. Another reason why the Canelo, Chupapi, Muñeños, the man fans are having such a difficult time embracing this is because now they got to bow down to boxing ego and admit that all the things that I've been saying for the last several years is finally right. And I know it. People don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong. But the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. Now you got to bow down and heed all the things that ego taught you. Chavez Jr. was on HBO. We just talking about DAZN career. Now you got to finally admit all the stuff you was saying that you was capping and you was caping for ain't the truth. That's why they mad. For example, listen, I'm gonna let the fans, I'm gonna let y'all brag for me. I'm gonna let y'all brag for me. Anybody who's been watching my channel, what did I say about the Sergey Kovalev Canelo fight? Go. Anybody who's watched my channel since back then, what did I say? Boxing ego. What did I say? What were my basic overall cliff note sentiments of Canelo versus Kovalev? I don't even have to say it because I know I got some warriors in here. I know I got Ego's army. Boom. You guys see it. Soul glow. I knew it. I told you. People pay attention to what I say. I said it was FAF. You see Kamal Oz saying it. Exactly. Like I said, something looks screwy. Look, you see the fan. I'm not saying it. They telling you and reciting what I said. So let's put this together. Now you got to admit that boxing ego was right. So I also said, man, Kovalev looked like a shell of his former self. He looked washed. He looked drained. There was a rehydration clause. There was a quick turnaround. It looked FAF. That's not the Kovalev that fought Andre Ward. That's an advanced cherry pick. These are my exact words. I said, why he fight Kovalev and didn't give him no time to rest? Quick turnaround. Why he throw in a rehydration clause when Kovalev is 175 and probably struggles a bit to make 175? Eddie is a trash trainer. All his fighters are losing. Bro, I said all these things in real time. I said, why he fighting him with a rehydration clause? And y'all told me this was real.
Castigando el Canelo con la mano derecha con poder ahora sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metido y se quita la cuerda, lo lastimó y lo tumbó, señores. Puede ser todo y es todo por la vía del knockout, cao. La victoria para Saúl Alvarez.
Bro, just look at how that looked. Bro, they were like, Canello, Canello, Canello. Bro, look at, bro, just look at how stupid it looked, bro. Kovalev said, and he just sat there to get teed off on. Bro, that's FAF. I told you that. Bro, they was like, Canello, knockout, knockout, knockout. Canello, Canello, Canello. Bro. And the fans was hyped. And I'm like, man, I've been watching boxing. That looks screwy, bro. That looks...
Castigando el Canelo con la mano derecha con poder.
He said, Canello, Canello. Bro.
Castigando el Canelo con la mano derecha con poder ahora sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metidito y se quita la espalda, lo lastimó y lo...
The boy jumped onto the ropes. Canello, Canello. Bro, he punched him allegedly so hard around the gloves. He said... and then jumped on the rope. Bro, that looked like a Lifetime movie. Bro, that looked like the Bobby Brown story or something. Every little step, my thing. Every little step, my... They say I'm tripping. I really don't am. Not my prerogative. They say I'm diving, bro, but I don't give a damn. Bro, that look like a Lifetime movie. Bro, Canelo is over.
Castigando el Canelo con la mano derecha con poder ahora sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metidito y se quita la espalda, lo lastimó y lo tumbó, señores.
The man flew on the ropes. That looked crazy. They say I'm fixing. I really don't care. That's my prerogative. Stop asking questions. Why am I fixing fights? Bro, it's Kovalev's prerogative. That look fake. They say I'm fixing. I really don't care. That's my prerogative. Stop asking questions. Bro, that look crazy. Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. Bro, them fake little punches. Bro, he said, Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. Bro, them little fake, he hit the running man. Hey, Blue, what's up? Bro, Blue know this fake. Hold on, let me put Blue on the screen, bro. Let me put Blue. Bro, Blue, you know that look fake as... Man, come on, bro. He did a running man. He did a Roger Rabbit. Nah, bro. I don't care. Canelo, Canelo, Canelo.
Castigando el Canelo con la mano derecha con poder ahora sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metidito y se quita la...
Bro, he hit that Roger Rabbit. Come on, bro. Them weak punches. Bro, Andre Ward is bigger than Kovalev. And he's a dog. I've seen him spar before, work out, and Alida Alvarez is big. Bro, Alida Alvarez is big. And Kovalev doing the Tootsie Roll. Stop asking questions. Why am I geared? Bro, they say I'm fixing. I really am. That's my bro, do you see this man's legs, bro? He turned into Gregory Hines to start tap dancing. Bojangle. Bro, he's Savion Glover. Look at his legs. Look at the footwork. Bro, come on. He turned into, out of nowhere, he turned to Gregory Hines. They say I'm fixing. I really don't care. Stop asking questions. Why am I fixing fights? Man,
castigando el Canelo con la mano derecha con poder ahora sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metidito y se quita la espalda, lo lastimó y lo tumbó, señores. Puede ser todo y es todo por la vía del knockout. La victoria para Saúl Alvarez.
They doing way too much. Knockout, no. Canelo, knockout, bro. Okay. When Errol Spence knocked out Bundu, he looked dead. Like I ain't even no cap. Hey, stop that cap, bro. When Bundu fell, he looked like he was done. Kovalev turned into Gregory Hines, Savion Glover, and said, Stop asking questions. I do. Bro, get the. Let me hit the light so y'all can see it better. I do. Bro, he's doing all that. Bro, Canelo do not hit that hard. Bro, give me $1 million. I'ma eat Canelo punches. Bro, I don't care, bro. I'll eat Canelo. I don't care. I'll eat his punch. It ain't finna do all that, bro. Bro, how did Canelo, listen, how wasn't Canelo knocking out guys at 154, but then he making people break dance in the ring, turn to electric boogaloo? Bro, listen to what I'm saying. How weren't you knocking? Why you ain't do that to Floyd? He little. I've been next to Floyd. He little compared to Kovalev. I've been next to Kovalev. Bro, but now you got people, I ain't talk, sweep, no dance. And now they break dancing in the middle of the ring because you hit him with 2 shots. Like, okay, Amir Khan, he got that paper mache chin. I'll give you that. That was real. But Kovalev, and Kovalev's, I ain't talk, I bro, he doing all this stuff before he fall. Y'all got me fucked up. This nah, bro. And now we like, oh, he's too small, bro. Nah, if you made Kovalev do all that, you big enough, bro. You big enough. You Biggie Smalls. Everybody hit the DECK. My slow flow, bro. You Biggie Smalls. If you made him do all that. So we not using that, oh, he too small junk. You Notorious B.I.G. if you can make Kovalev do all that. Something was up with that. I told you from the jump.
Castigando el Canelo con la mano derecha con poder ahora sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metidito y se quita la espalda, lo lastimó y lo tumbó, señores. Puede ser todo y es todo por la vía del knockout. La victoria para Saúl Alvarez.
Man, stop. Come on, bro. And then now people know it's fake and they know it's cap because the Bevo fight. That's why I say you gotta admit Boxing Ego was right. What you think of Benavidez Charlo? Run it. Let's go. I wouldn't say if they get past their next fight, run it. Let's go. See if you run it. Speaking of Chris Brown, did Kovalev turn into Chris Brown? Looked like some flopping to get a call charge. He was flopping, exactly. Bro, Kovalev turned into Chris Brown. Is he, man? I don't know. If he ain't, let me know. Let me see if you run it. Bro, he turned into Chris Brown off of 2 Canelo. Nah, I refuse. I refuse to believe that was real. I don't know what you did. You had him drunk. You roofied him. You did something, bro. That was not. And then, okay, hold on. Now you gotta admit that Canelo, that's why I say everything that Canelo has done is now drawn into question. Kovalev is a good fighter, bro. So if he was prime, how you turn him to Chris Brown, and then Bevo, he was walking through all your, like he was eating them like Scooby snacks. Like Cam said, but I ate them Scooby snack. I'm Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Bob Backlund, Paul Acton. Ha. Who they think they carjacking? You dumping and dump. I slumped and I slumped. They made my cars like an elephant. The trunk in the front. Killer. Bro, he ate them like killer. Like it was killer season. Bevo just walking through. Canelo tried to get some respect, and Bevo just and was right back on him. And Canelo got tired. He got tired, bro. All that's cap. All that's cap. Bro, you had Kovalev somehow looking like Pinocchio. I'm a real boy. And he bouncing around and all this stuff. But then Bevo took all your shots and was just eating them. Bro, there's some deception and some Decepticons in the sport of boxing. How come Canelo wasn't sleeping everybody at 154 then? Bro, that's like Paulie Malignaggi moving up to 54 and he's sleeping Jermell Charlo. It wouldn't happen, bro. He's sleeping Jason Rosario, bigger guys. Bro, he turned Kovalev into Pinocchio. I'm a real boy. Remember that NSYNC video where they was on the strings? Bye, bye. Bro, the album was called No Strings Attached. And Justin was like, my son, it's gonna be me. Bro, and they was on the strings. Bro, he had him on the string. Bro, stop it. It's gonna be me. Bye, bye. Wanna give it up. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. You had this man on the string. Remember when Freddy Krueger, he took over the bus, and then I think in the same one, he had him on the little puppet strings. Bro, y'all remember that Nightmare on Elm Street? With my boy Freddy Krueger, he had the kids, he turned their bones, and he was like the Geppetto, and he was like, ah, and they was like, walking this. Y'all remember that? Bro, my boy Freddy had him on them puppet strings, and he was in the sky just dangling, and bro, that's how Kovalev was. Bro, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shout out to Niter. He know what I'm talking about. He said the album was decent though. My sister used to jam it. They had some hits. Bro, why didn't listen, bro, Canello, he the new Pacquiao. We'll just leave it like that. Canelo the new Pacquiao. The man went from small Cotto looked tiny. You never dropped him. You never knocked him down. Nothing. To fighting bigger men, and you fighting like you He-Man. You a G.I. Joe. You just trying to ether everybody. How doesn't that look crazy to anybody else but Boxing Ego? Listen. How does that not look crazy that Canelo was not like even Jose Cito Lopez, bro? You had his nose bleeding, but he didn't get knocked out like pulverized, like Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? He was like still standing. It was a rightful stoppage, but you guys get what I'm saying. So explain how Canelo at 54 wasn't doing all this mythical He-Man stuff, and now he's fighting bigger guys for a while, and he's just loading up on every shot. Explain how you did that. Like I said, that's like Paulie Malignaggi, and you have marginal power at 40 and 47, and then you go to 54, you just smoking Jason Rosario. You just smoking Jared Hurd. You just smoking out, smoking on top fives. You just smoke whoever else, J-Rock. But you wasn't doing that at 47? Nah, bro. That looked weird. He said Pacquiao wasn't stretching people after Mayweather questioned him. Bro, how power don't even work like that, bro. Mike Tyson was 13 or 14 and he was knocking people out. Grown men. Like if you ran into Mike in New York on the streets in the 80s or whatever, on a bad day, 13, 14-year-old Mike might get you. They said he was a stick-up kid and all types of stuff, right? Can you imagine getting robbed by a 12-year-old Mike Tyson? Give me cards, keys, wallet. I want it all. Bro, what if Mike really robbed you and he was like 13, 14? They said he was he was with it. Bro, what if you got robbed by a 13-year-old Mike Tyson? I'm not giving you my key. Give me the car. Give me the keys. I see it. You got a Rolex. Hand it over. Give me the goddamn. Give me the money. Bro. And you a grown man getting robbed by a 13-year-old. Would you swing on Mike? I don't even think bro, his neck is 20 inches. Give me car, keys, wallet, all of that. I need it all. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. Give me the money. You'll give your car. Bro, I think I might have to give it to him. I ain't no punk man, but that's Tyson, bro. I might have to hand it over. You know what I mean? I want what's in your sock. I know you got some extra money in sock. I want what's in your sock. Let me stop for Mike swing on me like that dude on them airlines. Bro, Mike probably, he want everything. Car keys, wallet. I want what's in the sock. Tell your girl, I need your girl, what's in the bra. I want it all. I want my money. I know it's payday. Like Canello, like Saul said, it's payday, so give it all up. Bro, what if Mike robbed you though, and he was 13, and he ain't even got a gun? He just like give it to me, or I'm gonna give you these. Nah, Mike, his words, Mike too sinister with them words. I'm gonna rape you. I'm gonna pillage the village in front of all these people. You're gonna be in a pool of blood bleeding. You're gonna be bleeding. Your kids gonna see it. They're gonna wake up. You're not gonna wake up tonight. You're gonna wake up tomorrow because your kids gonna walk up like, Daddy, why you on the ground? Take me to school. But you're not gonna be able to drive him because you got a concussion. Bro, what if Mike Tyson just knocked you out, your son woke you up the next day? You know what I'm saying? Your son's gonna be like, Daddy, we're late to school. And you won't be able to drive him. You gotta take the bus. You gotta take the bus because you got a concussion. Like Will Smith, you got a concussion. Let me start with these jokes. I'm the greatest. Smash the like button. Bro, that would be embarrassing if a 13-year-old Mike knocked you out. Like, how do you tell your friends? You know what I'm saying? Man, I got into it with this little kid. Like, kid, what is he, 17, 18? Nah, he was like 13 and a half. Bro, I put that on the set. I ain't getting knocked out by no preteen, bro. If you ain't had no Uzi, then you not knocking me out, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, you avert, like, I ain't getting slept by no virgin. I promise you. If you ain't got no Uzi, then you can't knock me out, bro. I refuse. Even if it hurt, I'm a bite down and take it. Shout out to Soul Glow. He gonna send some money on the super chat. He put money on my books. He want to put money on my books because I'm talking like I'm Mike, and I can do this all day. But why should I? You won't allow me to be eloquent. You want me to be like Conan, a barbarian. Bro, y'all won't allow me to be eloquent on here. Y'all never allow me to just be eloquent and give Saul Canello Alvarez the work that he been asking for, because he gonna lie to people and he's trying to act distinguished and say, oh, I beat Dimitri Bivol, but you didn't beat him. You didn't beat him. You got a jab, but like Cuss D'Amato, he told me Cuss would say jab, he's jab, but you didn't want to jab. You thought you were gonna go in there with a big guy, but bro, Canelo fought like a maniac. It's spinal. Canelo fought like I broke my back. Bro, Canelo, listen, he fought like he broke his back. Get him out of here. He thought he would. He thought he said, you try to fight a Russian. You try to rush him. You can't rush a guy from Russia because he's Russian. You fought him like you was Conan, but bro, Canelo fought like an idiot. That pendejo. You can't fight everybody like that. It's not Caleb Plants. Bro, I like how Mike Tyson, he be messing up everybody's name. He's like, yeah, I came out because I was in New York, so I came out to see Deontay Wilder. I'm not too familiar with who he's fighting. I think he's fighting Spilky. Bro, he told Showtime Wilder was fighting Spilky. Like, man, that is not, his name is Archer Spilka. He said, yeah, I came out to check out some heavyweights. Deontay Wilder versus Spilky. Bro, his name is not no damn Spilky. Bro, he called the Charlo brothers the Cholo brothers. Y'all see that? He's like, yeah, get Jamal, the Cholo brothers. I like the Cholos. Bro, this man be slaughtering everybody's name. Mike Tyson really called the Charlo twins the Cholo bro. Bro, he said, yeah, get them on FaceTime. I want to talk to Jamal, the Cholos. Yeah, talk to the Cholos. They be wearing wife beaters. The Cholo brothers, they be out there with the Cortezes and the khakis. Bro, there's not no damn Cholo brothers, cuz. Bro, they are not Cholos. They are not Vatos Locos. Got boxing in a chokehold, and I won't surrender it with Beast by Timberland. Bro, I told you this is what I do. Bro, he called the Charlo brothers the Cholos. What's up, fool? Hundreds and fifties or big ass titty? Count the green or get in between those titties. Simone, bro, they are not the... No, Leroy, I'm bilingual. It's a difference. Bro, they're not the Cholos. Mike outrageous. Why? Bro, when he was punching that dude on the... Bro, how you get Mike to swing on you? Mike, the new passenger 57. How you get him to swing on you on an airplane? That's crazy. Bro, go watch that Showtime telecast. He said, yeah, Deontay Wilder, he gonna fight Spilky. Come on, bro. Spilky might be the best Mike impression I've ever heard. LOL, salute. I told you, I'm the impression god, the king of boxing. I told you there's nobody that can match me. My defense is impregnable, Andre ferocious. I want his heart. I want to eat his kids. I want y'all to subscribe. Bro, what if Mike had a YouTube? Wouldn't that be something? What if Mike had a YouTube? What if Mike Tyson had a YouTube? Like, hey, what's up, Fight World? It's me. I want to do the watch party. The Cholos, he about to fight Tano, Brian Tano. Bro, you know Mike be the names up. You know, I want to watch Jermell Cholo and the Tano guy. I just want everybody to have a good time. Subscribe. Like, this is not no damn subscribe, bro. No, I'm saying if he was a YouTuber like me. Now he got that hot boxing thing. Yeah, that's not the same. That's like a podcast. Hey, listen, man, Louise. What if Mike was a rapper? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he look calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud they open his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking. How? Time's up, over, blow. Snap back to reality. The gold rabbit. Bro, what? What? Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choked. Bro, what? Come on, man. This is what I do. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, we just be having fun. His palms are bro, palms are sweaty. Knees weak. His arms is heavy, guys. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Let's go. His vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Imagine Canello Alvarez waking up and his mandatory with the WBA is David Morrell. He ain't gonna fight him. He'll fight David Ruffin before he fight David Morrell. He'll fight Dave Hollister, Dave Matthews Band. He ain't fighting Demetrius Andrade, WBO, and Benavidez. He ain't fighting none of them, bro. And the Canelo fans allowed that. They allowed Canelo to cherry pick and just pick, and now it's all over. Bro, they literally allowed Canelo to act a whole fool. And now they saying he too small. Bro, y'all full of it. I did a video. Y'all got to check it from today, right? Canelo This is a true story. Listen, hey, I got y'all. This is true. Look it up. When Canelo, you know the 30-day weigh-in that the WBC makes you do? They want to make sure you're within a certain limit before your fight, right? So when Canelo in 13, because he fought Floyd in 2013, so I think it was 2012. Look it up. When Canelo fought Jose Cito Lopez, all you Canelo fans, you man fans, the Chupapi Muñe, y'all some liars, bro. Y'all some liars. When Canelo fought Jose Cito Lopez, I believe it was in 2012. Look this up. He did a 30-day weigh-in for the Jose Cito Lopez. Mind you, that was at junior middleweight, 154. His 30-day weigh-in, Canelo weighed 167.2. So 30 days before the Jose Cito Lopez junior middle 154-pound fight, he weighed 167. So if he was weighing that in 2012, 10 years ago, 30 days before he fought Jose Cito Lopez, y'all are all full of that means his walking around weight is significantly higher because he looks significantly bigger than he looked when he was back then. And he's also failed a drug test in between that and blamed it on the meat. Bro, Canelo in 2012, 30 days before Jose Cito Lopez, right, was almost 170 pounds at his 30-day weigh-in. So tell me how he was so undersized. Please explain this. The only thing Canelo is short. He's shorter than everybody in the division. But there's a lot of guys that are short for their division. Amir Mansour, he's a short heavyweight. Mike Tyson was a short heavyweight, right? So what are we talking about? You guys are trying to reach and pull and find any excuse that you can. Oh, Canelo, he's tiny. He's tiny. Now y'all get bodied. Canelo versus Lopez, 30-day weigh-in, boxing scene. Look, August 15th, 2012. Saul Canelo Alvarez weighed in at 167. I'll put in green for go because it's go time in no time. Bro, he weighed 167.2 for the Jose Cito Lopez fight. So how is he so tiny? And he weighed almost 170 pounds 10 years ago. Weeks out from the fight. Explain that. See, that's why I've been in boxing so long. You can try, but you can't lie to me because I've been here. Amir Khan, when he fought at Canelo weight of 155, said Canelo rehydrated to 183, 180 plus pounds. That's when Canelo was at 154. He looks significantly bigger now than he did in the Amir Khan, the Cotto fight, the Jose Cito Lopez, like just from the eye test. So who knows how much Canelo even weighs? Because the WBC, they don't even sweat him. They just let Canelo do whatever he wants. Y'all keep blaming the weight like, oh, he's too small. Everyone was just saying he was jacked for this fight. They were saying, oh, he's so ripped and all this. Like Andre Ward said, he out here sparring. He's sparring heavyweights on tape. It's not the weight. He got pieced up. Look, that's him before the Bevo fight. That's him before the Bevo fight. Who knows how much he weighs here? Look at that. Look at that. Bro, look at this man. He's short. I get it. But there's a lot of guys that are. Curtis Stevens was short for a middleweight. This is Canelo. He's not small. Look at his arms. Look at his pec. Does he look small? He got whooped. He's not a small dude like y'all making it. Floyd Mayweather is retired doing exhibitions and he's smaller than this for sure. And he can do whatever he want. Y'all like, oh, Canelo, bro. There were reports that Canelo walked around over 200 pounds when he was at 54. I wish I could find the interview. Bro, so what does this mean? Okay, Canelo weighed 167 30 days out from Jose Cito Lopez fight, right? Look, he's like muscular, but so you mean if he was weighing 167 and this is how his body was looking. He looked considerably smaller and he was still weighing, so you can't tell. So just look at it, bro. This is him when he beat Jose Cito Lopez, right? And look at Canelo. He looked way more lean and way smaller. Still muscular, but way like he's younger. You know what I'm saying? This is him on the scale. So if he was weighing 160, look, y'all some liars. This is Canelo for the Jose Cito. In 30 days, he weighed in 167. I'm showing you the proof. I'm showing you the proof. And this is how his physique looked. This is how his physique, he looked way different. He looked like flat and leaned and all that stuff, right? Still in shape, still muscular, but a lot smaller. This is him for the Bevo fight, bro. You cannot tell me he's weighing the same he was weighing back then, but his body looked like this and way bigger. Man, stop. So if he would just, okay, so Jose Cito, I just showed you the pictures. If he looked like that and he was weighing 167 in 2012, 10 years later, his body looked like this. His body looked like this. His body and arms look like this. It's impossible. It's impossible to weigh the same weight. How does he weigh the same weight? Please tell me. How's your body, literally your legs big? You look bigger. Some people are even saying he looked too big. So how can he, who knows what he weighed? He might be 200 pounds right there. Look, does he look the same size? This is him in the fight. He looked the same size as the Jose Cito Lopez fight. Absolutely not. Y'all keep saying, oh, it's his size. Bro, he looked big. There's no way. Who knows what he weighed on fight? He might have been 190, 200. I don't know what he was weighing because they don't tell you that, of course. Bro, just simple mathematics. Look at his arms. Look at his neck. Look at his legs. Pause. Look how big he looked. There's no way, bro. Even though he's short, his neck, he ain't got no neck. He look like Benzino. Bro, he look like he got a Benzino neck. What y'all talking about? But versus pictures of him when he was fighting Jose Cito Lopez, he looked super, super tiny. Jose Cito Lopez weigh-in. His body is morphed. That's not look. That's not the same look. So if he was weighing 160 back then, who knows what the hell he weighed now? Look, he looked like a kid. He looked younger, body looked younger, blah, blah, blah. So you can't tell me that Canelo Alvarez weighs the same thing. So again, y'all making excuses, but it's not the weight that was his issue. It was the skill of Dimitri Bivol. Bro, he looked like the Mexican Benzino with no neck. Where's Coy Ray or whatever her name is? When fabricating greatness goes left. Hey, Luis, you petty. He said Reynoso big. Reynoso for sure got bigger. But whatever. Y'all want to, bro, it's over. Y'all want to say a bunch of lies. Y'all want to say a bunch of lies to cape for who you want. But that's not, you tell the truth. Tell the truth. He said, when fabricating greatness goes left. Yeah. And listen, when did you ever see Floyd Mayweather fail a drug test? When did you ever see Floyd Mayweather look drastically bigger than he looked at any other time? Like Floyd Mayweather, when he fought against Canelo, he was like I think he weighed in at 148. And the night of the fight, he came in at like 150. So he actually stays true to his weight. I don't know what Canelo weighs. Bro, tell Canelo to post. If I'm lying, tell Canelo to do a video and stand on the scale right now and then post it on his Instagram stories. Step on the scale and then post it right now so we can see what you walk around at, because your fight's over. You know he wouldn't do that. Your fight's over. You probably had some drinks from the video, according to that video. You know what I mean? So now we get to see your true weight, what you really weigh. Professor X, what's up? He said Canelo walking around 190 easy. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, y'all can't play the weight games with me, bro. Like, it's just like Jaron Ennis. He's a big dude, bro. He's big. He's definitely going to be moving up. He's going to be moving up at some point. But my thing is this: if you're young and your body is flexible and you can make it without, damaging yourself, there's a lot of guys that do it. Jaime Munguia, Virgil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis, Fundora. I don't know how he make weight. You know what I'm saying? But that's just where we're at in boxing. But don't come out with all this like, woe is me. He took a risk and it didn't come out, but now it's dared to be great and he was too tiny. Nah, you're not doing that. We're not doing that. We can't do that. Because like I said, what's the difference between Canelo daring to be great and a journeyman? A journeyman, more so, he doesn't have a multi-million-dollar paycheck associated with him getting whooped or knocked out. He doesn't have his own gym. He doesn't have a trainer like Eddie Reynoso. He doesn't have like options before or after. Canelo still has options. It got more tough, it got tougher, but he still got options. So why are we giving Canelo all this newfound credit? What is he doing that a journeyman is not doing? Basically what I'm saying is everybody's daring to be great by becoming a boxer. Everybody's risking something. Health, that's probably the most paramount. Any boxer who laces them up is daring to be great. Yeah, I don't think Bivol got paid yet. And it's like, where's Dimitri Bivol daring to be great? Everyone counted him out, disrespected him. They planned a whole nother fight on top of him. Pause. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we don't care. You easy work. So we gonna stage the Triple G rehearsals and all that. The judges was trying to fix it. He ain't been paid. And we feeling, and like people in boxing feeling sorry for Canelo, the mega millionaire who picked this fate. Nah, can't be me. It definitely couldn't be me. Bro, shout out to Kamal. I said it's magic. Eddie Hearns, you said that Bivol Canelo would do as many pay-per-views, Cap, as Caleb and Canelo. You also said bye pay-per-view. Maury Povich determined those were lies. Big facts. Bro, I'm not one of them woe is me type of people. Listen, everybody who wakes up and goes to work, you're daring to be great. I salute anybody that's trying to further and better their lives. If you're broke and you're trying to save money for you and your family, if you're a single mom and you got kids and you're a single parent, you're daring to be great. I mean, I don't do the participation trophies where everybody, this is life. Everybody's daring to be great. Everybody, it's almost human nature for you to want to flourish and thrive and ultimately, do well for yourself and your family. You chose your profession. You literally selected your opponents. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for Canelo, like all fighters and like all fights. it's a loser and a winner. And people doing this overly, they playing the violins and telling Ego, oh, why you don't hear the music? No, I hear the music, but I move it. I'm not going to celebrate and say you were daring to be great when you're losing. Listen, they playing tiny violins. Like, you don't hear this music? I hear the music, but I move it. How do we only give credit, say they daring to be great when you're losing? Bro, so when Canelo is screaming, Viva Mexico, cabrones, and got the crowd hyped and on the turnbuckle and everything's great, everybody pats him on the back. In boxing, there's a winner and a loser primarily, unless it's a draw like Charlo Castano. And then now everyone is trying to pull the sympathy card. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Bro, every fight you watch typically has a winner and a loser. Typically. A couple times there's a draw here and there, premature stoppage or no contest or something, but more often than not, like Charlo Castano, someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose. And it's like people trying to give Canelo all this extra credit like he did something different, and it just sounds ridiculous because you were a champion in that division. You have not been beat at 175 until Bevo, and you won by knockout. It's over. Like, I could kind of somewhat make an argument for sympathy if this was Canelo's first fight at 175 and it got destroyed. Then the argument would make a little bit more sense, because you could say, all right, he misjudged it and he moved up and these guys are bigger, and then what happened. But you were already a champion, and your fans said you were a legitimate champion, and they said that I said the Kovalev fight was FAF, but the Canelo fans, they said, no, it wasn't. You're trying to take away credit from Canelo. That was a great, verified, certified win. Okay, cool. I'll play your game. So he was a solid champion at 175. Everything was real. Kovalev there's no rehydration clause. He wasn't washed. Then you have a man who two-pieced Kovalev, and then he fell like a ton of potatoes, like a sack of potatoes. He was a champion. No one's beat him at 175, and you guys said it was true. Canelo's team, bro, I'm going to destroy everything you touch. Canelo's team says, why wouldn't we fight Kovalev? He's the best light heavyweight. Boxing Ego did videos, and I disagree with that statement from Eddie Reynoso, Canelo team. They said that at the time when Canelo fought Kovalev, he was the best. I can prove it. If any of you doubt me, I can prove it in less than 5 minutes. What do you say? What do you say? Shall I prove it? Should I prove it? Do y'all need me to prove it? Canelo team says we fought Kovalev because he's the best. See, now y'all playing games. Bro, smash the like button. Boom. I don't even need 5 minutes. I know all the lies that people say I remember. Eddie Reynoso, Canelo team. Kovalev's better. Why wouldn't Canelo fight Better Biev? That's what they said. I don't lie on people. Keith Eidick, October 30th, 2019. You said we're not afraid of Better Biev. Why wouldn't we fight him? And I know Kamal Oz can vouch because we talked about it. Then you lied and said that you sent Better Biev an offer and he failed to respond to it. And Better Biev was like, we never got no offer. And he said, hey, call me. This was in 2019 when he fought Kovalev. And guess what? 2 years later, he still hasn't fought Better Biev. Look, this is the lies that Canelo team told you. Sergey Kovalev is better than Better Biev. Mind you, Better Biev beat him twice in the amateurs. But this is what Canelo's team put out. This is what you will be held to. They said Kovalev is better than Beterbiev, and we're fighting him on Saturday. Reynoso told a group of reporters prior to Canelo Kovalev press conference at the MGM. So why wouldn't we fight Beterbiev? Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Don't play with me. I'm the best to ever do it. You said that you're not afraid of Beterbiev, but you still haven't fought Beterbiev. You said, oh, I don't care. I'll fight anybody. Remember, Canelo, he was like, I don't care. I'll fight anyone. But literally every single person that I told you I wanted to see Canelo fight, he didn't fight. The only person he did is Bivol. I did want to see that fight, but Bivol, I wanted to see it years ago when he was calling you out and he had looked better. You picked Bivol when he hadn't really looked good in his last 2 fights and he had some dry spells of inactivity. That's what Canelo does. Canelo waits until you look ripe for the picking, and then that's when he picks you. That's why people are saying cherry pick. It's not that Bivol was ever a bad fighter, but you're an opportunist. So you're trying to fight him and finagle and fight him at certain times. Like, oh, I'm going to get Caleb Smith when he's coming off the John Ryder performance and he looked horrible. I'm going to get Caleb Smith when he's been out the ring for a year because of this pandemic. I'm going to get Billy Joe Saunders when 2 fights ago he fought Marcelo Esteban Corceres and he was looking horrible on the Logan Paul KSI card. He's an opportunist, like I told you, a diva, like I told you, and a vulture, a scavenger. He's waiting at that is literal. I literally called Canelo a vulture, and now you see it. A vulture is they're not gonna do the hard work. They're gonna wait for the coyote to get ran over by a car and is bleeding out, is not fully dead, and they just circling. And a day or 2 later, when the coyote ain't ate, is bleeding out, got hit by a car, and is virtually roadkill, then the vultures are gonna come. That's how scavengers work. They're gonna come down, swoop down, and then when the coyote was with the pack, and there's a couple coyotes, and they're in full health, and their health bars like this, the vultures ain't messing with the coyote or the hyena or whatever. When it got hit by a car, and the car did the work, and then it's dying of starvation and bleeding and injured and wounded, then the vultures come down and pick at it until it's no more, and it's decomposing and stuff. That's what Canelo does. The vulture's gonna circle, and then when the opportunity is right, and then come down. That's how Canelo was moving, and I told you that. And now the fans is angry because Boxing Ego was right. You were opportunist. David Benavidez, his health bar is still full. Despite what people say in the Montiel fight, he got through it and he hurt Montiel. He's undefeated. Jamal Charlo's health bar is still full. Errol Spence health bar is still full, even though he had like some things but he looked great in the Ugas fight. So it looks like his health bar is still full. Dimitri Bivol called you out years ago, and you waited to a section where he had inactivity and thought it was a cherry pick, and you thought he was ripe for the picking. He had a lot of inactivity. I could pull it up right now. I know what I'm saying is true. And he didn't look good versus Craig Richards, some random UK guy that don't even have that many fights. And this is what you did. You thought like you was gonna sun him and stun on him, and Bivol just came correct. That's all that was. Bro, that's like, this is why you have to respect, you know how they say respect your elders? That's like, let's say you a battle rapper, right? And there's a battle rapper from the past generation. And people think that battle rapper is washed up and these new dudes got some different schemes for him. But you got to respect your elders. That guy got veteran experience. He might have crazy stage presence, crazy punchlines. So if you sleep on that guy on any given night, that older battle rapper, he might whoop you. He got the crowd reacting. His bars is up that day, and he messed around and 30'd you when you thought it was going to be some easy work. So that can happen. People were saying the fight was a cherry pick. It was the perception of Bivol at that given moment. See, shout to I love that. See, I connect with my fans and y'all connect with me. That's why we the greatest. He said a perfect example was the Locks versus Dipset. Exactly. I tend to think of the Dipset as kind of a younger, like a little bit younger, you know what I'm saying? Like they wave was a little bit fresher, like in more recent, like the years that Dipset had it was really closer to 2020 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the Dipset, they had like late 2010s or something, 2008. The Locks was kind of like been out since Bad Boys, right? But then that given night on that versus battle, Sheik Luch, they all like juice, they all like drink juice and they're healthy and doing pull-ups. They're best friends since they was kids, so they got the synergy and energy. And we know Jadakiss is a lyrical nightmare. And then he ran that freestyle. We gonna handle it like bro. And it was just over. And everybody thought like, oh man, Jada, he did you dirty. But literally, like my man, I'm so glad you brought that up. Shout out to Soul Glow. We feed off each other. That versus battle, I'm a huge fan of both. I thought it was gonna be closer. I thought it was 50-50. But the way the Locks came out with, they had songs of Mariah Carey and stuff. Jada got the voice of God, mother of pearl delivery, voice of God. It was over. It wasn't close. And that's what I'm saying. That's what happened. Everybody, if you had talent, you could pull a rabbit out the hat. Like when people doubt you. Like look at Brett Favre, fourth quarter. Tom Brady, fourth. When Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers, people like, oh, you ain't finna flip this team. He made a couple calls, got Gronk, got some people he played with, and he won him a ring. Did he not? So that's what happens. Perception was Bevo was ripe for the picking. That's why people are saying cherry pick. But perception is not always reality. Bevo showed up and he put it all together on said night. All you have to do is put it together on one night. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And the reason why I know Canelo's fight was a cherry pick is because they had already planned the next fight. Let's play the game. I told you there's no one in boxing better than me. There's no one that give you the talk as real as me. I know they all feeling me. So let's play the game. How do you have Canelo's next fight booked and you were already talking about a third fight in December and you already had the opponent and they said they were going to announce it if he would have beat Bevo and that was Triple G? How do you have the next thing already set up because they didn't anticipate that? That's the miscalculation. That's the error in judgment. You didn't think he could lose, not to Bevo. You thought, oh, he looked bad with Craig Richards. He's not fighting on main events. Either the opportunity is going to get too big. He's going to see 1 million Mexican fans or, a pro Canelo crowd. He's been inactive. He's never been in an event quite like that. And you thought on that said given night that it was going to be ripe. And it wasn't. Credit to Bevo. You misjudged it. And then on top of that, they also misjudged this. Nobody really that I seen picked Bevo by shutout. I seen some people say Bevo was going to win, but who picked Dimitri Bivol by absolute domination, terror, and shutout? I seen people pick Bivol, so I don't care about that. I'm saying who picked him by absolute domination and Canelo gets embarrassed and done greasy. I didn't see really anybody picking that. Some people picked Bevo because they knew it was going to be tricky for sure. But I didn't really see nobody pick Bevo by shutout. So that's the other miscalculation. We know Canelo got these cheat cards, scorecards. So all he has to do is keep it relatively close to the point where he's competitive. And then they just going to throw him around. Oh, he's the A side. He the redhead. We got the Triple G lined up. But he couldn't even do that. This is bad. This is a failure. Bro, Canelo, there needs to be a federal investigation on Rematch Room, Eddie Hearn, and Canelo Alvarez with these scorecards. I mean, how does this keep happening with one person? Like Andre Ward, people, they had fits and complained about the Kovalev fight, but more often than not through Dre Ward's career, scorecards weren't really an issue. Who won wasn't really Carl Froch, Kessler, Edison Miranda, Darnell Boone. Even though he got dropped in the Boone fight, nobody really doubted that he won every fight that he won outside of the Kovalev fight, right? But since he's a black and white fighter, he's biracial, right? That identifies, you know, as part black or whatever, right? Andre Ward was judged and held a certain, oh, you lost to Kovalev, you're weak, and won't. One fight out of all his other fights, one fight. Canelo frequently, often has these mishaps with scorecards, where it's like, what fight was that judge watching? How does that keep happening with one individual? There needs to be some kind of union. We need to unionize boxing or something, because it's not right. Dimitri Bivol fought his heart out. So if they would have robbed him, I would have been PO'd. I would have been really upset, because that you're robbing men and women, like they're risking it all. It's like, imagine if the government did that. Like people signed up for the army and then fought in the Vietnam War or whoever's war, right? They went to Kuwait and fought in the war, and then they got back to America, right? And then they were treated bad and couldn't get jobs. Oh yeah, that's right. That happened to actual African-American soldiers in this nation. Oh, my bad. I'm forgetting. Yeah, that actually happened. People that fought in the war got no respect when they came home. But can you imagine? Just look at it. Just imagine, like, you know, someone who's patriotic and fought for this country, and then they get back and then they get treated like scum. And like, damn, I was like dodging bullets and near stepping on landmines, and you know what I mean? I did all this stuff. And then this how I'm treated. This how I'm received. I don't get a hero's welcome, Purple Heart. They try to rip out my heart. Oh yeah, that's America. And it's also boxing. Dimitri Bivol out here, millions of things. He probably got Ukrainian friends that don't want to speak to him, all types of stuff. People looking at him side-eyed because of Russia invasions, and they're not paying him his money. He trained like everybody else, and he got the job done. They try to rob him, man. My dad was in Vietnam, and he told me how it was. See? Shout out to your pop. Respect to the veterans. Shout out to all the veterans that, you know, military brats and veterans. That's what I'm saying. It happened too much with Canelo, bro. Way too much. And when something keeps happening, then it becomes a pattern. Like, I watch a lot of like show, like Forensic Files. That's my show. This lady, they accused her, like her husband died in a mysterious way, and then she inherited all this like life insurance money. And then the police was like, oh, nah, that looked too crazy. He had a clean bill of health. He was an in-shape dude. You know, how he just randomly died and his hair falling out and all that. And then they found out it was arsenic, right? She had been like slowly, and they suspected it was her. They had to prove it. But slowly she was putting arsenic in his food. That's why he rapidly deteriorated, because it's poisonous, of course, right? They did deeper research, and she had a previous husband that also died in a mysterious way, and it was the exact same way. So then they exhumed the body, and then they were able to connect the two and charge her for 2 murders, because once she got, like, she was a suspect for the murder of this dude with the poisoning, they looked deeper into her files and found out, but they couldn't charge her for it. Like the other one had happened where, you know, they didn't have enough evidence. But then when you have 2 husbands that both died, that's a pattern. They both died crazy, mysterious ways. and then it's all the symptoms of arsenic. That's how they, did their research and then end up charging her for both murders. Because they found arsenic in the, they exhumed the body and found arsenic in it. Right? So what I'm getting at is when it keeps happening, it's no longer a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like every Canelo fight, you got to worry about some crazy scoring. Every fight. There's no one else in boxing. People, listen, some of the racist Canelo fans talk about how bad and how Floyd ruined the sport and all this stuff. When have you ever had a Floyd Mayweather fight where constantly, time and time again, the scorecards were being read and it sounded like some fairy tale, some Stephen King horror novel? Bro, Austin Trout scoring was horrible. Floyd Mayweather, CJ Ross said it was a draw. Cotto probably. Kovalev's scorecard was bad. He got knocked out, but I'm saying they showed the scorecards up to the point of the knockout, and they had Kovalev losing. He was clearly winning. Amir Khan, they had Amir Khan not winning no rounds. Somehow in the Bivol fight, Canelo magically won the first 4 rounds on all 3 judges' scorecard. Man, come on, bro. It wasn't even that type of fight. Of course, the Triple G fight cards were bad. That's what I'm saying. Bro, every fight. I was at the first Triple G fight. I had Triple G winning. A lot of fight. 117 and 111. Come on, bro. Bro. Let's say Charlo Castano won. Good fight, right? That's why they're fighting tomorrow. Here, let me turn this off. Charlo Castano part 1, great fight, right? There was great action, no knockdowns, great action, right? That was hard to score some of them early rounds. No judge scorecard. Yeah, we'll do a watch party for Charlo. I'm sounding like Mike Tyson messing the names up. Bro. There was no 3 judges in that fight that automatically gave Charlo all 4 rounds or automatically gave Castano all 4 rounds. But in a fight, I can understand if it's even Errol Spence Ugas. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Errol Spence won most of the rounds. But I highly doubt all 3 judges, based on the tempo of the early first 2-3 rounds, I highly doubt that any judge, all 3 judges had 4 rounds to 0 for Errol Spence. And you could really probably argue that he did win the first 4 rounds. But Ugas was, at that point, his eye wasn't all messed up, so he was still trying. But somehow, some way, in a fight that it doesn't even match the tempo or tenor of the fight, with Bivol doing great work, all 3 judges unanimously see Canelo clearly winning the first 4 rounds. How does that happen? And Eddie Hearn said he was going to come to America and take over. Not like this, you're not. Bro, how did all 4 judges in the tempo of that fight, with the ebb and flow of that fight, clearly all see the first 4 rounds for Canelo? It wasn't even that type of fight. That's like Carl Froch, George Groves 1 or something. That was a good fight, especially early. So who knows? One judge might have gave it to Groves, one gave it to Froch. How does Canelo keep getting these scorecards, bro? What do you think about Kovalev Pulev? I don't think about it. I don't think. He said, what do I think about it? I don't think about it. Anyway, I'm about to get off here. I appreciate y'all because I got to save some energy for the watch party. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody who super chatted, the Cash Apps, all that good stuff. Check out my other content. I'll be dropping the heat watch party tomorrow. Let's go. But yeah, Canelo, all the judges seen it his way, 4-0. Stop it. Stop it. Appreciate y'all. Peace and blessings. See y'all tomorrow for the big one. Charlo Castano Undisputed with Jerron Boots Ennis. Deuces.